The engines were all woken up by Emily's whistle as she backed into her berth. She was very tired and looking forward for a long rest. "What are you doing going out in the middle of the night?" said Henry. "Oh, a bad storm had blocked the main line, and I had to clear away the tree. I don't feel so well. I can't even do work right now." "Oh, you poor engine," said James. "Don't worry, Emily. I'm sure that the Fat Control will arrange someone to take over your chores for you. By the way, James, better be careful going across the bridge. It's partly unstable after last night." "Thanks for the warning," said James, and he left. James arrived at Knapford, backed down onto the coaches, and saw the Fat Control strolling up to him. "James, I need you to collect some supplies from the transfer yards and take them to the bridge need to be repaired. I was meant to ask Emily to do it, but however, she's tired, so I want you to do it." "But sir, I just backed down onto the coaches. Can't other engines can do it? Really useful engines don't argue." So James didn't. James grumpily arrived at the yards. Come on. The quicker I can get these trucks out of here and deliver them over there, the sooner I can get back to pulling coaches." "Take it easy, James. You never knew what happened from last night." "What do you mean? Suddenly it all happened at once." "Oh!" The crane is not meant to drop the paint onto the truck, but due to the current winds, he had to drop it quickly, earlier than expected. Just as James bashed into the trucks, the paint splattered all over James. "Oh, now I have to go to the works to get it clean." "Not to mention we're going to need some new trucks now," said the yard manager. "Go to the works, James, and get cleaned up, and we'll sort the mess later." I had never seen James being so, overreacted over his paint, said Luke in the background. "He's always like that," says the handle. "Don't worry, Luke. You'll get a note to him once he's back." "Hello, Emily. I didn't expect you to be here." "Oh, Henry kindly offered to send me here to the works. Victor examined me and found that some of my parts need to be replaced." "I see. My goodness, Charlie, what's that in front of your face?" "Nothing to talk about. It's a bit of a long story." "Don't worry, Charlie. I'll get this billboard out of your way." "Oh, there we go. Uh-oh. Oh, no." "Wait, Charlie, how did that thing get on your face?" Before Charlie could reply, suddenly Kevin's heading straight toward him. Fearing it might hit him again, he tried to flee, but the billboard hit his face before he could do anything else. Instead of stuck into his face, it split in half. "Sorry, Charlie." "No, don't worry, Kevin. As long as it doesn't get in my face again." "And how did that get in your face, Charlie?" "Well, I don't know what really happened. All I remember is that one of those cranes at the transfer yards was lifting it up, and suddenly it dropped, and then that's when it got stuck in my face." Sounds like these cranes need to be oiled and checked. James, once you're done, I will bring some of my workmen over there to check over." "Okay, Victor." James returned to see that his train was ready. Lucas the handle thought that James would be angry, but that was the opposite. James instead brought workmen to do repairs on the two cranes. "Fancy I do the return for these cranes after what happened to me and Charlie. Anyway, little engines, I kinda do the sort it out if you get my meaning. Goodbye." James left with his train, leaving Lucas the handle lost for words. After the whole day, he returned to the sheds, just in time as Emily has also returned too. He was glad that the day's work was done, and managed to sort out a problem in the process. "Good morning, Percy. You're up and early." "No, Thomas, you're wrong. I'm back, tired and late." Percy didn't say anything else as he went into his berth and didn't stop until he reached the buffers and shut his eyes. Percy was asleep for 2 hours when his crew woke him up. "Wake up, Percy," said his driver. "There's trouble near Toby's line, and we must help Toby immediately." "Why me?" yawned Percy. "Can't someone else do it? I'm too tired." "No chance," said the fireman. We got to go now. Fine then. Hopefully we're done quickly, said Percy. Percy arrived at a signal where Toby and Howell were there. What's going on? He asked. Toby explained to him. Terence saw a little goat on a hill while he was plowing a field. It was cold and lonely, and informed me to bring that goat down. But I'm too light to stand that wind gale, and Howell cannot handle that wind. It's too strong for him. Percy, you have to do it. And why me? Asked Percy. Well, you're stronger and heavier than me, and you're a bit light enough to withstand the track. It's unstable. Alright then, Toby, I'll do it. Toby was uncoupled from the cattle truck, and he and Percy exchanged tracks. Percy backed down onto the cattle truck and was ready to set off. Good luck, Percy, said Toby. I'll help you along the way, said Howell. Let's go. And Percy and Howell set off towards the hill. Percy could feel the wind was hitting his face as he ascended up the hill, but he carried on. I must reach the top. That goat needs me, said Percy triumphantly and determinedly. Howell hovered above Percy, making sure Percy was alright as he continued to ascend, till at last Percy reached the top. The little goat was there, and quickly hopped onto the cattle truck, and they began their descent back down the hill. I got the goat, Toby, said Percy, and about time too, he yawned. That's good, said Toby. I'll take care of the goat, and you can head back to the shed. Finally I can get some rest, sighed Percy, and he, Toby, and Howell left.